Welcome back to Jera's Fresh Kitchen. Today I'm thrilled to share a delicious pasta recipe that's perfect for making the most of a big butternut squash or pumpkin harvest. This recipe combines the natural sweetness of squash with savory flavors and a hearty pasta that can easily stand on its own. However, you can also pair it with grilled chicken breast or toss together a side salad for an even more satisfying meal. But anyways, let's get cooking. You can find the exact ingredient quantities and directions for this pasta recipe in the description below. First, let's gather all of the ingredients. Then preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Cut the butternut squash in half and scoop out the seeds. Place the squash halves on a sheet pan lined with parchment paper. Drizzle extra virgin olive oil over the squash and sprinkle salt over the top. Rub or use a brush to distribute the olive oil over the squash. Cover with aluminum foil. Bake for 1 hour or until the squash flesh is soft when poked with a fork. Prepare the rest of the ingredients while the squash bakes. Dice the thick cut bacon into 1-inch pieces. Puree the cottage cheese. I find it's easy to use an immersion blender to puree the cottage cheese. You can also use ricotta cheese if you prefer. Prep the herbs by taking the leaves off the main stems. Discard the stem pieces. Next, start cooking the bacon in a large flat pan until the pieces are golden brown. Remove the bacon from the heat and drain in a mesh colander. Reserve the bacon fat for use later. Once the squash is done baking, remove it from the oven to cool down. Then scoop it out into another bowl. Discard the outer rind pieces. Cook the pasta in salted water per the directions. Drain the pasta, reserving the pasta cooking water, which will be used to thicken the sauce. I put a glass Pyrex cup into the colander so I remember to save some of the pasta water. Then set this aside. Add the cooled down butternut squash to a food processor or blender. Add the cottage cheese, grated Parmesan cheese, fresh thyme, basil, parsley, and 1 cup of the reserved pasta water. Blend everything until smooth. This makes enough sauce for 2 pounds of pasta. I like to use half of it now since I'm only making 1 pound of pasta, and freeze the other half to make this dish another day. Add the cooked bacon pieces into the pot used to boil the pasta. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of the bacon fat. Add the sweet peas and cook until the peas are warmed through. Then add the butternut squash sauce with a few splashes of pasta cooking water. Add the cooked pasta. Toss everything together until the pasta is fully coated with the sauce. Add more pasta cooking water if needed to reach your desired consistency. The final step is to taste test. I add more salt and pepper until I like the final flavor. And that's it. Look at that golden yellow color. The sweetness of the butternut squash and peas contrast against the bacon so well. If you make this recipe, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love simple, delicious meals. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.